Hi, my name's Christian Morris. I'm an artist and creative in the Chicagoland area, and you're watching Vision Vocal. My name's KJ Morris. I'm an artist, and I kind of work in fashion, styling, and I have a brand that I've been doing for a year and a half now. And then I probably just started painting also a year and a half ago. But I've been doing fashion related stuff since I got out of high school. I started off all of my friends we were just really heavy into sneakers, I guess. So from there I went to fashion, and from fashion I got into art. Just I feel in 2012 Basquiat was really popular. It was on every t-shirt, so I got into it through that, really shit you'd see on clothes, and I was oh, what's that? And then you look it up and then you find this whole world. Not really. Fashion wise, yeah, it was I would just notice silhouettes and how shit fits on the body and all that type of shit, and you talk to your friends and they don't really know what you're talking about, and you're oh, maybe I have an eye for something. And then I started going to school for it, and then it just kind of took off. But art wise, it was just during the quarantine, I was started taking it a little bit more seriously, and then doing bigger canvases and stuff, and then it was well received. So since we weren't in school, that's what I was putting most of my time during the day towards, especially at the beginning of quarantine. I pumped out 6 of those in 3 months, which is kind of a fast timeline. I definitely would not have been able to do that if the pandemic had not happened and stuff. So it's good and bad. I definitely would rather be in school, just because I feel it's easier to get school done when you're going to school. But in terms of my extracurricular activities, it definitely has been a benefit. Oh, that one actually, I don't know. It was very, I just posted it off the strength. I just thought it was cool, and then a lot of people told me they really liked it. So, and I feel that kind of birthed my kind of art style, I guess I would say. There's an architectural style called brutalism, and it's a lot of the buildings you'll see in the city that are concrete and very jagged edges. The idea of brutalism is to bring the insides to the outside, and make what the guts of the building and what's ugly about it is what is the pretty part, and that's what you see every day. Picasso and Henri Matisse and a lot of these artists are really good objective artists. They can paint really realistic shit, but then their stuff that blew up is the really abstract, really crude stuff. So I try to keep it simple but still very expressive, if that makes sense. Probably a couple 3 days to a week, really not too long. It really depends, but I usually just kind of feel when it's done, That one is just kind of I don't know. Sometimes I just kind of go and then it's what happens. That one I kind of had a theme in mind, and a lot of time I like to do not quite biblical shit, but kind of stuff like that. That one is, I call that one Black Jesus, and then I'm pretty sure I wrote the name of some angel from the Bible on the back of that one. So it's just kind of I just think, because I grew up going to private schools and shit, so that stuff is very fucking ironed onto my brain, you know what I mean? So it just kind of comes out. However, this one I actually did, it was that week where fucking George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, and it just felt literally for a 2 week span, it felt every day another black person was dying, and it kind of just goes along with the kind of art style, the brutalism I'm trying to go with, and it's just the same figurature and stuff, but it's kind of if you see it doesn't really have a mouth, because it's kind of the idea of and it's blue, it's kind of somber, it's generally depressed, and then it doesn't have a mouth because it's the idea of how black people are voiceless and underrepresented in the world. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I watch a lot anime on Netflix. I've been watching Evangelion and other, I don't know. I like a lot of stuff. I like a lot of media, but I don't know, Rick and Morty, of course. I feel that's a super basic answer though. I started I was doing custom jeans and stuff a year ago. But I've always the first class I ever took in college was called aesthetics. I was going to school for fashion merchandising and design, So like I've always been interested in that shit from like high school. Like I said, like I was been like a sneakerhead, and like I'm kind of like a bigger dude too. Like so it's kind of hard. It was hard then for me to like find jeans that would like fit me perfectly. So I like just like bought some and then tailored them to like my liking, and then from there I just kind of took off. And then like Outlaw is actually like my mother's like maiden name, so it's kind of just like a perfect like brand name. I'm still like, it's still very like, we don't have a website, like it's sort of just me like in my driveway doing shit. So like I'm still very much like in the first stage of it, but I mean there's nothing to it but to do it, you know what I mean? Like you just gotta, eventually I was just like, fuck it, I'll just buy a lot of blank shirts and then do my thing. A lot of my friends that surprising like are into this stuff, like them, but my boy Vlad and his brothers have a brand. It's called like All Things Good. Like their shit's really hard, and it's really good to like have like other people that do kind of the same stuff, and you can like bounce ideas off of. But, like all of my friends are basically like into fashion or like sneakers or something like that. I love my brothers. You know what I mean? Those are my boys, and I want them to succeed. But at the same time, like I want like every time they drop something, it's really tough. Like it makes me like, damn, I need to go that much harder. Like even though you're my best friend, I still kind of want to shit on you.
Right,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like. I really like R&B, like from the 90s, so maybe like, if I had to say off the top, it'd be like Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, like, but I also listen to like tons of like rap. Like most of the time when I'm painting, I either listen to songs about like, R&B songs about how much like you love your girlfriend, or like songs about selling crack. Like, it's like a really, yeah, really, like, I really like Griselda Records. It's like a rap label that's like bubbling right now, but it's like, bringing back like the old school 90s like swag. And long-term goals, like I want to create like, especially down here. When I moved back from Kansas, like there was no scene out there really. I mean it's kind of budding, but there's no like good like sneaker boutiques, you know, Round Two is like right up the street. Like I want to do something like that, but also like you know what I mean, just kind of like a club, like, but not like a club. I call it like the clubhouse, because I just wanted to be like chill, you know what I mean, like couches and shit. Like, but I think that business model, like having a store, but also having like, I think Round Two, one of their locations has a restaurant now, like, but a store and like another thing like that's in the scene that is like popular, that gets people in the doors, is really cool. And I think that would be great to do. Like that's my long-term goal. Short-term shit, just graduate college. Like I'm just trying to get this degree. I'm like, I hate to say this, but I'm kind of like materialistic. Like I like nice shit, you know what I mean? So you gotta work hard and like have money to buy a bunch of Jordans, like, you know? Coming from like my dad, like literally like grew up in the projects, like, and now we live in Plainfield, like in a really nice home and shit, and we've always lived like that. And I feel like to not take it to the next level is kind of like, I can't just be a normal person. Like I have to like one up. Once again, like, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like I have to keep going and do more. Reese Cooper is like a really cool, he just won like a bunch of like CFDA awards like in Paris for like best young designer, and he's from America, so it's like, it's kind of weird for an American to win a lot of awards like that. So him, and then like I wouldn't say like any person individually in terms of like fashion. I like stuff, I don't know, I just like stuff that looks good, like, and if it's well tailored. I'm really into like Americana shit, like, and like workwear, so anything that like fits within those boxes and is well put together, I'm a fan usually. Probably that dude, Reese Cooper Industries, like his stuff is really cool. Like it's like workwear but with like a twist. Like there's always something crazy about it, whether it be like the pattern or like the construction or something, but there's always something like that I feel like sets his stuff apart from the competition. And I feel like a lot of stuff now is getting like, it's very like saturated, like everybody's starting to dress the same. And I say that while I'm wearing like a denim jacket and Jordan 1s, but like, you know what I mean? Everybody dresses the same now. I finished that one a few days ago. I have another one at the crib drying. I'm kind of like bummed out, I'm not gonna lie. Like I haven't really been doing too much. Those last two paintings were the first paintings I've painted in like probably like a month. And then like I really haven't been doing too much in terms of like clothing either. I don't know, I feel like once school started back up online, it kind of like drained my energy, but I'm trying to get back into it. It depends, like if it's like my own idea, like I'm gonna make like a bunch to sell like with the t-shirts like that. Usually takes like a month because I make like 40 of them, like, so that kind of takes time, and they're all like hand dyed by like I said, it's just me like in my driveway, so like that takes a lot of time and you gotta dry them and stuff. So like a month for the tees, but like for the jeans I can turn on a pair of jeans in like 2 weeks, like especially if I like to do like if you have a pair of jeans that you really like that fit you really well, like give them to me and then I'll do my shit on them, and I can do that in like a week, 2 weeks. Oh damn, Community. I love Donald Glover, man. I take that back to what's it called? Because the Internet might be my favorite album. That definitely was a hard hitter. I really don't watch TV that much. Like I'll watch some stuff on Netflix, but like I feel like I can't turn on like the TV now. Like it's just too much. Like it's just too much stuff. Like information overload, and it's always like bad stuff. It's never anything positive. Like when you turn on the news. I mean, it's not too much. Like that takes up like a lot of my life. Like I don't watch a lot of TV because I watch a lot of like fashion related content on YouTube and stuff like that, like fashion shows. But I really like I used to wrestle in high school, so I really like MMA and that type of stuff, like combat sports, like, and like cars and stuff too. But I feel like that stuff goes along with, at least the cars part kind of goes along with like fashion and art, because I feel like you can express that stuff like through cars, you know, that makes sense. Oh fuck, the MF Doom dunks from like 2000. Kylie Jenner has them. That was really like a shake in my head. Like, I don't know, I love all my shoes. Like I love all my shoes equally for the most part. I don't know, probably either these ones I have on or the Royal ones. I don't know if the camera probably can't see my feet. They're kind of dirty, but these boys, or I don't know, I like my turbo green ones a lot too. Those are really cool. Those always gotta look like, it's a really weird color, so it always gets a lot of looks. But I also like boots and shit. I've been getting into like my, like, as I'm getting older, like trying to dress like less. And once again, like I said, everyone dresses the same. Like trying to dress a little like smarter, like preppier. So like I have like nice boots and shit I like to wear too. 2 cans of Red Bull. Yeah. No, tropical. The yellow joint. Smack that. My doctor told me I need to lay off because my heart be going stupid. I definitely will smack 2 of those and then be like, fuck, I have so much anxiety. And then like, I don't know, like a water and like a pack of cones or like a pack of raws or something. Oh, fucking collage. I really like I saw this really cool collage, my friend, she saw it at like Goodwill, and it was just really, really cool. And I want to get into it, I don't know. That's another thing about my art that I like it's very like amateurish in nature, I would say, like, because apparently you're supposed to like I don't use any medium, like, or like, I think it's like turpentine or something. You're supposed to mix with the oil paints. I do not do that. Like, that's just an extra step. I don't know what I mean, I feel like it gives it more texture, like. I low-key love Tracy Ellis Ross, even though she's like 50 something. Who else? Zazie Beetz is super hot. It's this girl that, it's not Zazie Beetz, but I call her I don't know her name. The one from, she was in Creed and in another movie, and I always get them confused, but it's not Zazie Beetz. Because the other day I was watching a movie, I was like, man, I love Zazie Beetz. And so I was like, that's not who that is. And I was like, oh shit.
Do they look a lot alike?
Very much to me, a lot to me. And I feel like they be playing very similar characters. Like, they both kind of play the hipster girlfriend role.
Yeah, right.
Like,
for sure.
Like they're good at it. But yeah, I've been KJ Morris, and you've been watching Vision Vocal. You can find me at KJ_Morris05 on Instagram. You can see all my art and my fashion and stuff on there.